Josh, what happens if my designated beneficiaries die before I do?
Interesting question. So designated beneficiary can mean a couple of different things. We might be talking about the beneficiaries you set in your will, but that term designated beneficiary leads me to be thinking about the beneficiaries of things like your IRA, your 401k, and your life insurance. When an attorney says designated beneficiary, that's usually what they mean. What happens if your designated beneficiary dies depends on two things. First of all, have you set up successors with that account or policy and so forth? Or if it's your will, have you laid out successors that accounts for the people you primarily intend to inherit passing before you? We have to make sure that all contingencies are taken into account with designing any plan. The other thing that may come into play are the terms of the policy itself, depending on what we're talking about, or the retirement account, or if we're talking about the will, what the law says to do if there's an ambiguity or a gap in the planning. So it really depends on what we're talking about, but the most typical situation would be that you have successors named, but if there's a failure of successors, and we're talking about something like a life insurance policy, at that point it comes back to your estate. And hopefully your will then lays out clear successorship for those assets.